Okay, good morning, everybody. Mr. Vought is the godfather of the ultra-right. He is the chief cook and bottle washer for Project 2025, which would decimate the lives of so many Americans. And just look at them, tax hike for the middle class. American workers get less pay for more work. His vision isn't just reckless, it's catastrophic. Catastrophic. This man, I believe, I met with him yesterday, I asked him, tell me one thing in Project 2025 that you reject. He couldn't name a single thing in this parade of horribles. Paves the way for a national abortion ban, you name it. This man is an appalling nominee. I hope our Republicans on the other side will just see what this guy's all about and decide they can do better.
Given his extremism and his clear disdain for the rule of law, we should not hand vote power that he has made clear he will abuse to help billionaires get ahead at working people's expense. It defies all common sense and judgment to put him back in the same role. When we talk about Russ Vought, we're talking about sweeping cuts to programs that people rely on every single day. Because Vought has made all too clear, as OMB director, he won't just draw blood. He will cut programs families rely on to the bones.
Russ Vought has an unusual degree of gleeful hatred for the federal workforce. He gave a speech that I asked him about yesterday where he said, I want bureaucrats to be traumatized when they come into work because increasingly they know that they are the villains. He wants the federal workforce traumatized because they should know that they are the villains. Who talks like this?
Pete Hegseth is so utterly unqualified. He ranks up there with Vought as one of the very worst nominees that could be put forward. The Defense Department, people's lives depend on it. Civilians and, of course, the men and women in the armed services. And Pete Hegseth has shown himself not only incapable of running a large organization, he often shows himself incapable of showing up, or showing up in a way where he could get anything done. He is so out of the mainstream and so unqualified for DOD that I am hopeful we will get our Republican colleagues to join us. There'll be a vote this afternoon.
Do you support Chris Murphy slowing this confirmation process down, and do you think that's going to happen with other bipartisan?
Look, there are some nominees like Rubio that got broad support, but to have a detailed discussion, I have some doubts about Mr. Ratcliffe, particularly when I asked him how he'd react if Tulsi Gabbard were put in charge of him in the DNI. So I think it's for a day or two or a few hours to examine these nominees who have such power thoroughly. Absolutely, absolutely. Our idea is to let whole truth come out. If they try to rush them through, we don't want that to happen.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.